Hello everyone. So we will talk about the preamble of the Constitution of India. So if we will see in the layman language, preamble क्या है? Preamble is the introductory statement. तो हम किसी भी बैरेक को देखें, किसी भी लॉ प्रोविजंस को देखें, तो उसमें एक preamble स्पेसिफाई किया जाता है. वैसे ही हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया में एक preamble स्पेसिफाई किया गया है. So what is preamble? Preamble is the introductory statement which provides for the core constitutional values on which our constitution is being framed. So it mainly provides for the objective of constitution, scope of the constitution, nature of the constitution, and everything on which our constitution is being framed. So first time this preamble was given by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. This was drafted. There was a drafting made about the core constitutional value, about how the constitution shall be made. तो उसके लिए एक objective resolution setup किया गया था by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and it was presented before the drafting committee on 13 December 1946. Later on इसको adopt कर लिया गया by Constituent Assembly on 22nd January 1947. Later on जो objective resolution जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने specify किया था इसको as a preamble, we know them as a preamble जब constitution adopt हुआ था. So if we will see the preamble of India, there is two statements in the preamble. That is, first statement is it starts with "We the people of India," and the last statement adopted, enacted, and give ourselves this constitution. This constitution of India. So these two statements specify the source of the constitution, the source for whom this constitution has been framed, and by whom this constitution has been framed. So the source is we the people. The people of India is the source of this constitution. There are 5 objectives specified in the preamble. The 5 objectives are socialist, sovereign, secular, democratic, and republic. And what is the meaning of this 5 words? First is sovereign. Sovereign means individual autonomy. Means the state has full power over their own people men. So they cannot means other nation cannot interfere in the internal affairs of our country. So this sovereign means everything must be managed by the people of India only, and by the person who shall be elected by the people of India. Second word is socialist, which means establishing welfare state. It means that for the eradication of poverty or any type of inequality in India. Third statement is secular. Secular means state has no religion of its own. Means the people of India can propagate any type of religion if they want to. Fourth word is democratic. Democratic means the will of people. They shall be elected by the people of India. The head of the state shall be elected by the people of India. There shall be election, and then the head shall be the representative of India. And fifth word is republic, which means the head of the state, which states that there shall be election, and the head of the state shall be the elected member, not the nominated member. This can specifically be understood by the term like we have seen the movie, very famous movie Super 30, where stated that Raja ka beta Raja nahi banega. That is the elected member, the member who is ruling us. He shall be the elected member, and he shall not be nominated by any person or any previous ruler. These are 5 main objectives of the preamble. And if we will see as per the law point of view, so is preamble considered to be the constitution, considered to be the part of the Constitution of India? So there was lot of debate arised on this particular statement. So basically there was 2 main landmark cases. First is Ray Beruberi case. So in this case it was stated that preamble does not form the part of the Constitution. So Parliament has no power to amend the preamble. So basically this debate arose first time due to the power of to experience the power of Parliament. So Article 363, Article 368 of the Constitution of India, it provides that the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution of India. So it was stated that Parliament can amend only the constitutional provisions and not the preamble of India. So and in that particular case it was stated that since preamble does not form the part of the Constitution of India, the Parliament has no power to amend the preamble. But it was later overruled in the other landmark case, that is in the Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala, where it was stated that Parliament do form the part of the Constitution of India and preamble do form part of the Constitution of India and Parliament has power to amend the preamble also. So it was stated in Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala. और ये बेसिकली ये इसलिए बोला गया था कि जो भी हमने बाकी प्रोविजंस को अडॉप्ट करने के लिए जो भी लॉज को अपनाए थे या फिर जिस तरीके से वो बाकी प्रोविजंस अडॉप्ट हुआ था, इन सेम प्रोसेस ओनली वी अडॉप्टेड द प्रियम्बल ऑल्सो. तो उसके लिए कोई नया प्रोसेस नहीं था. तो इसीलिए प्रियम्बल ऑल्सो फॉर्म द पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया एंड प्रियम्बल कैन बी अमेंडेड. बट अमेंडमेंट की अगर बात करेंगे तो देयर वॉज ओनली वन अमेंडमेंट टिल नाउ हैज़ बीन मेड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज़ बाय 42nd अमेंडमेंट 1986. तो 1986 में एक अमेंडमेंट हुआ था जिसमें 3 वर्ड्स ऐड किए गए थे. जैसे मैं अभी आपको 3 टर्म्स बता रही थी ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, उसमें 3 टर्म्स ऐड किए गए थे, दैट इज सोशलिस्ट, सेक्युलर एंड इंटीग्रिटी. सो ये 3 वर्ड को ऐड किया गया था बाय 42nd अमेंडमेंट 1986. सो बेसिकली अमेंडमेंट हो सकता है, लेकिन ये जरूरी है कि अमेंडमेंट किसी भी वे में बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को या फिर बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द प्रियम्बल को हार्म ना करे. अगर बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर हार्म नहीं हो रहा है तो हम प्रियम्बल में अमेंडमेंट कर सकते हैं. तो ये जो 3 वर्ड्स आपके 42nd अमेंडमेंट से एड ऑन हुआ था, ये किसी भी वे में आपके प्रियम्बल के बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को हार्म नहीं कर रहे हैं. देयरफॉर अमेंडमेंट कैन बी मेड बट इट शुड नॉट violate the basic structure of the preamble. So that's all about the preamble. Thank you.